Alright, this is what I use to take report on my patients as a virtual travel nurse. So you've been following me for a while, you know I'm doing virtual travel nursing at a hospital system, and I'm one of the virtual nurses for the hospital at home program. And whenever I get patients, I have to fill out a report sheet, and this is what I use. So patients can transfer to our unit from like step down floors, med surg units. We usually take those type of patients and finish their care at home while they're still hospitalized. And whenever we get transfers for patients, I use this sheet and I take report on those people. I know it's backwards, but I'm gonna just point out the most important pieces of this sheet. So patient code status, events, so what brought them to the hospital, if they are on any isolation, and if they have any controlled substances, I'll put those here because we have to, because the patient is finishing their treatment at home, we have to be responsible for counting those narcs. So I'll just make a note of what substances are in the home. And then what brought them into the hospital and when they came to hospital at home, and then it gets right into their system. So neuro, cardiac, respiratory, GI, GU. And then I also make a note of their lines and drains. Even though you're the virtual nurse, you still need to know what lines and drains are in place because people come to us with Foleys, IVs, PICs, all that stuff. And if the patient's having an issue with it, you need to know what to do. Pain and PRNs is another important section because the patient can call you as the virtual nurse and ask for their PRN medication. So if they're due for oxycodone, they can call the virtual nurse and you can do a virtual med pass and address their pain with their PRN medication. And of course, as virtual nurses, we're monitoring their labs, and then their plan of care will be here so I can keep them updated and so I can stay all organized. And I'll fill out a sheet for every single one of my patients that I get. And on this floor, so far I've had about 3 to 4 patients a shift, so not bad at all. But that is how I get a report on my patients as a virtual nurse. If you are interested in my virtual travel nurse journey, I have a full series up on YouTube. I go into how much I make, where I found this position, and my day in the life as a virtual travel nurse. All right, bye y'all.